big show today. I mean, we
also,
have.
I don't want to besmirch previous shows.
Yeah.
But those shows were terrible. This
I feel
is
sorry
the
for
show.
this. I feel sorry for the people who tuned into those shows because tonight gonna blow that other show out of the water. We got
That's right.
Andy Daly. We have Carl Tart. We have mixologist Pam Wiznitzer. And
Yep.
we also have musician Julian Velard. And we are going to do a full musical thing at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. I hope that you are all prepared to make a drink with Pam. I'll show you this. Here's the recipe.
We got the dating game too.
Dude, the dating game is going to be next level here. This is the recipe that if you don't have these ingredients with you right now, I'll give you a couple seconds to get them because Pam will be on in a little bit. Tequila, grapefruit soda, a lime. That's really what you need. Nice. Look at that.
What kind of tequila do you have?
Well, I have the Rocks tequila, of course.
Can I say also, this is a spot where some fucking company should be paying us. You should be getting paid, Paul.
We should be getting paid.
Look,
What do you, Don
Roberto.
Don Roberto, a canceled character from Breaking Bad. We never got him in. Rob, I'm excited. I know that we've been doing a bunch of stuff tonight. I know we have a bunch of guests coming up, but we were talking about
Well, I mean, we were talking earlier about like how the show is kind of getting to the next level now, and it's kind of getting weird. It's becoming like very popular, no big deal. Probably a lot in part to me.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it's both of us. We're having a lot of fun.
I don't know if I told you about this. I set up a audience voicemail line, viewer voicemail. If people, watching the show, want to, I didn't want to run it by you because I didn't want you to freak out. Sometimes you get all wound up about the rules and, do we have to get a release from people?
I like to know what's going to go on the show. I mean, that's kind of like a big deal,
I just figured you need to loosen up. And I started this voicemail line. I call it the hotline, and people have been flooding it with questions, comments about the show, all sorts of stuff. So
wait. So you said you made your own hotline for the show? I didn't even know we had a hotline for the show.
Yeah, it's a phone number.
Yeah,
I have it going.
I have it right. I mean, I have the messages that you sent me. I mean.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, should I play it? All right.
Echo.
Oh, okay. Hold on one second. Here we go. Let's see if this works.
Howdy, Rob and Paul. This is Doug Dudley. A big fan of the Twitch show y'all got over there. I like to watch it on my computer, my laptop, or my iPhone. I got a computer and an iPhone. Hey, I got a question for you. I work for the company that makes the tactical whip that Rob often shows on the show. And my question is, how come y'all always make fun of that like it's some sort of sex thing? It ain't a sex thing. It's just for self-defense and home defense and for providing safety for your family, not for sex. Goodbye.
Okay, that was odd.
I think it's great. I think he brings up a great point. I don't know who that was, but I appreciate all the fans. And I know that people on here have been giving me kind of a hard time, about the tactical whip. And so that was nice to get a call from a rep from the company. And he named himself, so it's the real deal.
Yeah, I just feel like that voice, I mean, it sounded a little familiar to me, and it just coincidental.
He said his name was Doug Dudley. So that sounds,
Yeah, people in the chat are saying it sounds a little bit like you, but then some other people are saying it. I know Doug, so maybe it is. Is it an ad?
I can't do a southern accent. I cannot do a southern accent. I can try. I can't do it.
Okay, well, you are from the South. You are from South Carolina. I know that.
But after that, I moved to New York, and now I have a completely neutral accent.
Okay. All right, you do. That's true. I mean, well, you know what?
We got a lot of calls, Paul. I'll play a couple more for you.
All right, yeah, here we go. I'll just pull up this next one here. This is so weird. Okay, here we go. And this one here.
Yeah, hey Rob, hey Paul. My name is Doug Dinder. I was a bully in Rob's high school. I used to beat him up a lot and beat the shit out of him. But it turns out that I'm really sorry, and I wanted to apologize to Rob. I didn't know how else to get in touch with him. So I'm leaving this message. I'm a piece of shit, and I never should have been a bully. And Rob could kick my ass now because I never amounted to anything. I'm not shit. I'm not
Okay.
anything. I'm a sack of shit. Rob could kick my ass. Okay, talk to you later. Big fan of the show.
All right. First of all,
could you hear the top of that? I didn't hear the top of it.
I heard the first. He said, "My name is Doug." His name was Doug again. Doug Dudley.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it sounded like Doug Dudley again. I heard another Doug. I mean, I can hear. If you want to hear it.
That was a call. Evidently, a guy that used to bully me in high school, which I can barely remember now. But I appreciate the fact that he called years later to apologize. You know, I think that's super cool, super professional. Obviously, I took off and blew up and became, as famous as many Hollywood stars. You know, name a Hollywood star and go a little bit below that. I'm sort of but anyway, I'm way bigger than that guy. So
Chris Pratt.
I'm not as famous as Chris.
Okay,
Pratt,
well,
no.
all right. Well, somebody is saying Doug backwards is Rob. That's not true. But there's a Doug Dinder. There's a Doug Dunder.
I can't control who calls the hotline, Paul. If
just
people
weird.
name
I don't
Doug,
hear that name Doug even that much in life, and it just all right. Again, people in the
I
chat.
can't control who calls the hotline, Paul. And if this is a thing about, he said, she said, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just reporting. You said for me to send you the voicemails that we got on the hotline, and so I sent them to you.
I'm just suspect. I didn't know there was a hotline. There's two. One is really defending your use of a sex whip, and the other one is about a bully that's saying that you could kick his ass now. Like, okay, again, it's okay. I guess we'll play that. I mean,
look, man, I can't. Like I said, I'm sorry that people aren't more curious about you. If the hotline messages are more geared towards me, maybe it's just because people are more fascinated with my lifestyle. Why am I in an empty school building?
Why are you always in an empty?
How do I have access?
Okay.
People want to know.
Okay, you're right. All right, let's play the next one because we have our guest waiting. But I want to get through this next one here. Here we go. This is all right. Here we go. What is this one here?
Hello, Rob and Paul. This is Dick Butterfield.
Okay.
I'm with the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
a big fan of the Twitch show.
Okay.
I'm calling to say that, Rob, you have been nominated for an Oscar for a movie you did a few years ago with George Clooney called The Descendants.
What?
I thought you were really great in that movie, Rob.
What?
Paul, you haven't been nominated for an Oscar. Sorry. Okay, congratulations, Rob. Goodbye.
Okay, no. Wait. You got nominated for that movie came out in like 2013.
I didn't know they could do that. It must be like the Trump thing. If you can impeach a president later, maybe you can go back and give
please
people
don't get
Oscars later.
please don't get political. I don't want to get into that.
I'm not trying to get political. I just am so psyched right now. I got to wake up my wife and kids.
No, well, first of all, why they're asleep? It's pretty early. Look, Rob, this is crazy. I mean, you're not I feel like I don't want to accuse you.
You're bummed.
I don't want to accuse you.
No one's leaving messages for you. I'm sure there's probably one that pertains to you.
Okay.
A lot of people are saying in the comments that they like the name Dick Butterfield. I can't control the names of these people. Yes, there was a couple Dougs and a Dick. I don't have any control.
I wish you just let me pick. Okay. Well, all right. Here we go. Like at least pick one. All right. Here we go. Let's hear this one. I can't believe this.
Yes. Cheerio, Rob. Paul.
What is that?
It's Niles Joffrey III calling from across the pond in London, merry old London.
Okay.
Having a spot of tea, and I'm wondering, Paul, question for you. Big fan of Black Monday, of course. Great show.
Thank you.
You are great in it.
Okay.
Question, why hasn't Rob been on the show? Maybe you could get Rob on Black Monday. Okay, call me back.
All right.
I'm in London.
Yeah, we know you're in London. All right. What that was? It started out as well. I'm not going to call him back. I have no control over who's on Black Monday. I will say this. That sounds like you doing an accent. All of these sound like you, Rob.
I knew it. I knew that you would try to twist this around and blame me. Paul, everyone knows this about me. I can't do accents. It's not possible, okay? I don't have the ability to do Southern, British. Those were perfect
old man
accents.
Okay, well, so you're saying that there's all these phone calls and people are just really only calling about, they want to get you on Black Monday, they're giving you an Oscar. I mean, this is, I think that like some people may be interested in stuff I'm doing. At least maybe ask me a question about June.
Okay, yeah. If people have questions, we should. Can I give out that Gmail address that you use when you have people send you things?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
And then if people have questions or comments about the show, you can make a voice memo on your phone and email it to, what is it? Send Paul stuff?
Yeah, you can send Paul stuff now, or you could just call us on the How Did This Get Made hotline, which is 619 PAULASK. That's what we use on How Did This Get Made. If you want to leave us a message for the show, 619 Paul Ask, or you can just do that. Yeah, again, it's not Paul Ask. Look, you know what, Rob? I just want to leave this behind us.
These are not the numbers that I use, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
1-800-ROB-ASK. That's what Portable Jeff says.
No, it's Paul Ask. Okay, look, let's get to our first guest. We love this guy. He was on our very first live streaming show when we started this back up on YouTube so long ago.
I'm a big fan, man. Yeah.
You've worked together a bunch. He's on the Keenan Show. He is on the brand new NBC show coming up soon called Grand Crew. You've seen him in a bunch of great stuff. Robbie and gosh, I'm forgetting a ton of things. But you've heard him on Comedy Bang Bang. Please welcome Carl Tart. All right, what's up, Carl? What is going on?
Are we live?
What?
Are we live?
What?
We're live. We're live, y'all. We're live. What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. I know it's so many people in here on the inaugural episode of Tunes with Tart on Twitch. T with T on T, baby. I'm so happy to see you here. Put some T's in the chat right now. We got some very special guests on the show tonight, y'all. Y'all know I had to do it big on my very first show. Y'all know I had to do it large and in charge. T with T on T, baby. First episode. Y'all know I had to do it big. Y'all love these dudes. Y'all know these dudes. Oh, I haven't even explained what the show is yet. Tunes with Tart on Twitch, where we discover some of the newest and coolest music out playing right now. Everything that we can get the rights to, we got it. And you can bet your last money that is going down right here on Twitch. Tunes with Tart on Twitch.
Hold on.
And we got two great guests. You know them. You love them. You've seen them on Reno 911, Reno 912, Reno 913. What? We got Paul Scheer and Rob Hubel. Give it up, y'all. Put some T's in the chat for Paul Scheer and Rob Hubel.
This is
wait.
What's going on? You're on our show. Right,
you're on our show. We're not on your show.
Oh, y'all getting into the music already.
What?
Look at them doing that dual rap thing. You're on our show. We on your show. You on our show. We on your show.
Okay,
Tunes
now
on Twitch, y'all.
Our total labeling has just changed. It is now Tunes on Twitch, and everyone's putting T's in the chat. Like, what is going? This is crazy. You're our guest. We're supposed to be interviewing you.
Man, and I want to say y'all are two great guests. We can all. This is a home thing.
Jeez,
I want to make sure everybody knows that Tunes with Tart on Twitch, T with T on T.
It's not a T takeover. People are. It's okay. I'm sorry. I won't curse. I'm sorry. There's a T takeover going on. I didn't even know this was possible. Seems like our whole audience has just totally gone Tunes with Tart.
What's so confusing is the chat has already switched over to Carl's show. Like, they love Carl's show and they hate our show.
Put some T's in the chat for Carl's show. Tunes with Tart on Twitch. T with T on T. Now, so let me ask you, listen, Paul. Now you've been doing music for a while now.
No, I have not been doing.
In the 1980s, you were with the group The Human League, and they kicked you out before their 1987 hit "I'm Only Human." How did that make you feel?
Oh shit.
I don't like to talk about that. Wait, you don't have to put the mic. I have a microphone. No, I have a microphone. Okay, I don't. I think you're confused. Answer
the question, Paul.
It was upsetting to me. It was upsetting to me because I felt like we were a group, and when they kicked me out, I felt like everything that I added to it, they got to ride the success, and I got to sit on the sidelines. And you know what? Where are they now? Nowhere. And where am I now? I'm here. So
you here?
I'm here.
T on T.
Yeah.
With T.
Yeah.
On T with T. Put some T's in the chat, y'all. First inaugural episode.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
Rob, now you were a member of the 1980s punk band Raid.
Well, jeez.
Yeah.
Now,
I didn't know that.
But you were actually, you took the band too literally, and you started snorting Raid. It was the 80s. I understand. I'm not here to judge.
Okay.
What happened when they removed you from the band?
honestly, right now, I'm still that microphone is so.
You get to take the microphone down. Yeah, take the microphone down.
I have a microphone, and you putting it to your camera technically doesn't even. Anyway, I still don't understand. How did we get crossed here, Paul? That
I thought I was booking Carl for our show. I didn't realize that we got booked on his show.
I know that's right, y'all. I know that's right. We're going to take a quick commercial break. What? Remember, Tea with Tea on Tea is brought to you by Diet 7-Up. The crisp, clean, no caffeine. The Uncola, baby.
I can't believe it. You have a sponsor. We haven't gotten a sponsor.
Sponsors already.
And you're just drinking.
Paul, also, he doesn't even... Wait, he's doing his own commercial. He's doing a commercial, and we're going to not even get paid.
This is crazy.
Oh, no.
Let it blow your mind.
Wait.
Crisp, clean, no caffeine.
What this?
What? I'm not getting paid to plug 7-Up.
No, it's good. I mean, look, if you want to have an Uncola that doesn't have a lot of calories, I mean, it's Uncola in the calories and in the color, and I think that that's something that we should be celebrating. I don't know why I'm saying that. It was just emailed to me, and now they told me to say that.
That's right. I know that's right, Paul Scheer. Man, I loved you in Reno 913.
I was in Reno 911.
So good in that.
It was like one episode.
Talk about that. He did not even Google our credits. He thinks that we've only been on Reno 911,
I know.
Reno 912, and Reno 913.
I mean, there's only one. The Reno 911. That's it. I mean, by the way, we've lost our fans. Yeah.
There's only one. So are you saying that y'all are breaking up right now? Rob and Paul are breaking up live on T with T on T.
This is not a.
In the chat, y'all is going nuts.
This is not a. No. Rob.
This is crazy. I don't know. This has gotten so far out of control. I don't even know how to get it back.
This is not a scoop. It's not a scoop. What you are. Okay.
I know that's right.
No, you don't. No. Okay, look.
Ask him a question.
Okay, I'll ask him a question.
We gotta get one question for our show.
Yeah, okay, great. All right, Carl, you're doing so much great work right now. You really, a lot of people have been following your career through podcasting, through basic cable, and now it seems like you're hitting it big time on network TV. You got 2 big network TV shows, both on NBC. How does it feel? Do you feel a little bit different? Are you walking a little bit different now?
And how does it make you feel to know that I got all that stuff going on? Let us know, man.
What? He's turned it around.
He turned it around on me. Man, he's good. And now I get why he has his own show.
Answer the question, Paul. How do you feel?
I'm a little jealous. I work basically in basic cable and pay cable. And to know that you are in everyone's households. I mean, obviously, home of NBC, home of the biggest shows of all time. That does definitely bug me, to a certain level, of course. Yeah. I don't even know why I said that.
Well, I know that's right, y'all. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
What? Another one.
In the chat. Throw some teas.
No, do not throw teas in the chat. We don't need any more teas in the...
Why are there so many... No.
When I see teas pop up in the chat, it makes me THIRSTY.
Oh, my God. No.
Some 7-Up, crisp, clean,
this
no
is...
caffeine.
Oh, my God.
The Uncola. Diet 7-Up, baby.
Look at all the teas in the chat.
The chat is full of teas. It's just teas. And 7-Ups now. They literally... 7-Up has gotten into the chat.
7-Up.
We haven't even talked about my addiction to bug spray. I'm addicted to roach spray.
You ask him a question. Get in there.
Where are my manners?
We'd never even touched on that. I mean, we talked about how I got kicked out of a band because of my addiction to the pesticide raid, but we never even got to talk about how I overcame it. The answer is I didn't overcome it. I embraced it. And every day I huff 2 or 3 cans of Raid. I don't care.
Oh, wow. God, Rob.
Wow, that is a scoop. You huff how many cans?
I mean, like 2 or 3 cans a day.
2 or 3. 2 or 3. And you know what both of those numbers start with?
Oh, no.
Teas.
No more teas. And Wendy, do not advertise for 7-Up. We have now 7-Up is in the chat. This is insane. You know what? Forget this. This is not going well. All right. You know what, Carl? We wanted you on the show, but this is,
he's gotten too big for us.
He's too big.
He's bypassed our show. He's crushed our show.
Listen, I know you guys I know you guys got more to give us. Yeah. I know you guys. We'll definitely have you back on the show.
What?
We will have you back. We promise to have you back. Everybody, we love you. We love you right here on Tea with Tea on Tea.
Oh, my God.
We love you, Paul. We love you, Rob. Everybody go out there. Get on your Amazon Prime. Download Reno 911, Reno 912.
No. Nah, come on.
While you're having some 7-Up.
Oh my God.
Jesus. All right. And he's gone. Wow. That was insane.
This is the kind of thing, Paul, where we have to talk about some of our guests, because when we book people, I don't know what you say to them.
I have a hard time with it.
It's not clear. You have to make it clear. A lot of people are doing shows on Twitch.
It just feels like
you have to make it clear that they're coming on our show.
I know. I made a mistake. I don't know. I mean, it just started to happen so quickly, and the chat went crazy, and now
the chat in our show is dead. Like
people want to go raid his thing. Man alive. I mean, I think it's good exposure. He has a cool audience, and I feel like his audience was into what we should do. Maybe we should get into more music, I guess. I don't know.
Man, I really am looking around for an old can of Raid. I would love to huff some Raid right now.
I'll get a better booker. I mean, people are kind of slamming my booking. I mean, that of course, is Carl Tart. You can follow him on Damn It Carl on Instagram and listen to the Flagrant Ones. And, and he's on the brand new Keenan show on NBC and an upcoming. And he's really popping off. I mean,
he's really popping off. And his show, I will say, his Twitch show, Tea with T on T, looks like a lot of fun. There's so much energy, so much excitement. He's already got sponsors.
And people wanted me to say T on T starts on Twitch and Twitch starts with a T. So he's texting me right now. Everyone put some T's up in the chat. If you miss Carl, yeah, okay, and there, the T's are coming up there. Yeah, this is, T for T. This is it. This is
all you do is people just put T's in the chat. Look at that. Look at all those T's.
It's a lot of fucking T's, man.
Doesn't make sense.
Wow. Well, I mean,
I did not know that many people are fans of his show.
Luckily, his show is quick because we can't rate it. He's not going on live right now. I mean, that is wow.
So his show is only 4 minutes long. He comes on Twitch and does a 4-minute show.
It's apparently one of the most highest rated shows on Twitch. That's why I wanted to get him on our show to kind of bring over his audience. But it just seems like he just kind of converted our audience and left. He just kind of rated us. And people say that we should change our names to T Rob and T Paul, but I'm not going to do that.
I might do that legally. I wonder if we can do that. I should call my lawyer. I wouldn't mind doing that.
I mean, people say without Carl, they're dead inside. I mean, this is, well, look. We do still have a big show. We have a big show, and let's not let these.
Yeah, we got a big show. We got the dating games coming up. We're gonna learn how to make a cool drink.
Well, actually, this is our next guest is already here. She is awesome. I will bring her out. This is actually a fun thing because Pam is somebody that I met back in New York, and I'll bring her on. We'll kind of we'll say hello and check her out. All right, let's add her.
I didn't know you guys know each other.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you all about it. So welcome, Pam. How are you?
Hi. How are you doing?
Good. So Pam, meet Rob.
And hi, how are you?
So Pam and I met back in New York City. We were doing this event in this very cool bar downtown. And Pam, how would you describe yourself? Because you are, I mean, I've been following you. I now know you. I would say that you do mixology, right? There's an element of that, but there's also a bigger thing going on with you. How would you like to describe yourself?
I'd say I'm 5'6", blue eyes, full of energy. It was so fun because I got hired to do an event, and we actually did it in a bar that I helped to build. It's called the Dead Rabbit, and it's a very place that's near and dear to my heart. So they're like, "Oh, you're gonna do it with Paul Scheer," and I was like, "What? Does he know how to bartend?"
No. I literally had to bartend. It was it was an event where they made me bartend with Pam, and she taught me. It wasn't just show up there for 4 minutes and shake a cocktail thing. And we worked for I think about an hour or two, right? We did it. We did it. We worked an event.
You worked for 2 hours because let me set the record straight. I've done a lot of celebrity driven events, and here's what happens. They're like, Pam, you're gonna make drinks, and this celebrity is gonna be here, and then they come in and they wave. And that's it. And I was like, screw that. Paul Scheer's going to make cocktails because he can do that. I know he can. So I'm a pusher. Is that what we say? I come in, I empower you, I give you all the knowledge and skills, and I say, okay.
She taught me this, and I will say this. We've been in touch. We've done different things. We made a Hobbs and Shaw drink on Instagram because I wanted to see if you could mix the Rocks tequila and Ryan Reynolds gin. And Pam created something that was actually tasty and delicious. And by the way, the chat's going for full on peas. They just went from teas to peas now for Pam. And when we first did our dating game show, Pam's like, you need to bring me on the show. I need to be a contestant on this dating game show because I've had some insane pandemic dating experiences. So we thought when we did it again, we would bring an ace in the hole here and bring Pam in to be our contestant, but also get a chance to work with Pam and make a drink with you. As well as you kind of tell us a little bit about what it's like dating in the pandemic.
How much time do we have? I'm single and I don't make any. There's nothing strange about that. Like I'm single and I've been dating actively during the pandemic. So in the first.
In person?
Okay, wait. Now hold up. So when the pandemic first started, everything really shut down. Pandemic, that's great.
Right.
When everything really shut down, all you had were FaceTime dates, and I was going on like lots of Zoom and FaceTime dates. Like my nights were busy at my house.
Whoa! And what are you doing on these dates? Because this is what I'm kind of curious about. People are saying in the chat, you're brave, right? Like, how do you what was your secret? Like, what? Yeah, what are you talking about? What are you doing? Are you having meals, or how do you handle it?
And this is what's so phenomenal about dating on Zoom or FaceTime is that your apartment can be anything. So, and maybe it's just a coffee shop, and maybe it's just a coffee date, or maybe you're at a bar, and the next thing you know, you're in a karaoke room with someone because they're serenading you, and you're like, what's going on? So the evolution is undeniable. Like as the whole night can morph. You can both order in dinner. Now you're on a dinner date. So it's very transformative. It's an interesting medium. You can still get ghosted and stood up. Yeah.
Man. And what was the worst one that you had there? I don't
think I have a drink yet to tell this story.
Okay, yeah. Wait. So we all have our ingredients. We were showing this before. We told everybody yesterday to get our ingredients out, and I'll just put them back up on the screen so everyone can see it.
Yeah, somebody actually said they go legit ghosted. Like I met a guy, we started connecting, we connected so well. We started doing these 4 to 5 hour long FaceTimes. This was in March when everything started, and this was happening for 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden he just nothing, nothing dropped.
Whoa. That's what I think is so.
That was a married guy, I think.
But it's bold to ghost in a pandemic, right? Because
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, but here we are. We are ready to make this drink, and we created a simple drink so everyone could kind of chime in and do it. So walk us through it, and Rob and I have our stuff, and yeah.
Really, all we're making is a Paloma, but I really just love going step by step in how we make a Paloma, especially because I'm all about making our Palomas more fun with a fun spice rim. So I'll show you all what I've created. Rims on glasses are a really great way to impart lots of flavor, and they're so easy and cheap. So this, you want a spicy drink, this is how you do it. Look at you guys.
I got some stuff in here. Yeah. I mean, but I never know how to get the spice on the rim. What is the way to do that?
All right,
do you lick it?
The biggest part of this is teaching y'all how to properly rim your glass.
All right. Hey.
Okay, so the best way to rim a glass is honestly going to be with fresh fruit. And if you don't have a fresh citrus of some sort, it's okay. You can also use a little bit of water. Honey is also great if you have that for the outside. Or your tongue. Rob is very creative.
Just resourceful. And that as a bartender, that's what you normally have to do because it's just easier, right? You just grab and pour it in.
Rob, please dump the ice out there because we never build our cocktails over ice, right?
Oh,
okay.
Yes, you're right. And you know what? I forgot that rule in my glass. I've already forgotten. I'm going to drop that ice. I'm going to get that out of here.
Okay, hold on, guys.
That's a great glass, Paul. What's on there?
This is Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom. That's a Mola Ram glass, and really, it's by the way, a 7-Up glass. We have a very big 7-Up theme tonight.
Can I double back for a second because you guys are being so cryptic about the event you worked, Paul? Was this one of your Scientology things?
I don't want to talk about it, Rob, but can I just get you in for a stress test?
I don't want to take a stress test, but thank you.
Yeah, they did ask for a lot of money after that, right?
Okay.
We did.
Took my eyes
out. Also, so I just passed by the Scientology, the place on the Upper East Side for the Scientology Celebrity House, and they still promote their whole thing on DVD. I just want everyone to know that. I have a picture of it. I'll send it to you later. Hey. It's you'll get our DVDs.
We'll brainwash you no matter what. We'll take you at all points. All right, let me try to get my ice out.
Let's talk about rimming our glass. So the whole idea about a rim is the fact that it should be on the outside, not the inside. And so a lot of times in places that they dunk it in something gross and then they dunk it in some salt that's been out for a while. That sucks. So the best thing to have is going to be a lime or a lemon or some citrus. And you want to place your glass perpendicular. About 1 inch down is what I like to do. And you're merely just going to roll it. And you're going to roll it in the area where you want the rim. The nice part is that this way you can control if you want the rim all the way around your glass or if you want it just halfway.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't have to go all the way around. Okay.
Nope. Doesn't have to.
What's the benefit of the halfway?
So if it's for yourself, make it the way you want. But when you're making a drink for someone, maybe a nice someone, you don't know what they like, so don't force the rim on them. That's
got it.
I get too much salt on mine.
Okay. Well, you already went for the salt. You didn't even wait for me.
I know. I'm waiting.
Go get it. Okay. Right. So now that we have put the juice on the rim of the glass, all we're gonna do is the same thing. We're gonna hold it perpendicular into our salt rim, and we're just gonna roll it. And I'm going to roll it back and forth in the area that I covered in citrus, and that's going to cover it really beautifully.
Now, what is your salt? Why is your salt brown?
What's what?
Why is your salt brown?
Because we put a bunch of different stuff.
So I have cayenne, pink peppercorn, salt, and sugar here.
Whoa.
I had the same thing. I got salt, sugar, cayenne, and I couldn't find pink peppercorn, so that's why I'm here.
I have salt and cocaine on mine.
Which is great.
That's a nice combination, you know?
Yeah.
That's just drink responsibly.
All right.
Okay, so I really love this. This is a Paloma. I like Palomas. For all of you who don't know, Paloma is the most popular drink in Mexico. So we drink margaritas in the United States, and down in Mexico, they're like, y'all are fools. We drink Palomas.
Okay.
Paloma means dove. It's a great drink. So we build it in the glass with no ice. The first thing we start with is about half a lime or like a half ounce of lime juice. But here we don't really have to measure. Just half a lime will do. So if you have a juicer.
Right.
By the way, if you don't own a juicer, get one. Costs $5 to $7. And they're so great because now you don't have to use your hands like Paul.
I know. And I have a juicer downstairs, and I thought about bringing it, and I forgot.
You have the whole kit, Paul.
I have a kit.
You're a full-blown mixologist.
I got it all.
I'm gonna skip this part. I don't have any juice. I'm gonna skip this part. You know what? I got a can of Raid. I'll put some Raid in there.
Again, choice ingredients. You're really building quite the cocktail. Really proud of you.
All right, I got my half in there. I got my juice in.
Cool. So the next step, before I add anything carbonated, I like to add all the ingredients. So the next thing I want to do is add in my tequila or mezcal. Okay. So it's up to you what you want to use. If you want, oh my God, what's that?
Hey, by the way, I like this. This is the Rocks. This is not an ad, although we are adding a lot. I like this tequila. It's really good. The Rocks tequila is no messing around. It's good.
It is. It's good. It's made in a really wonderful production method. And the Rock actually, it's not taking any money in the next 2 years. He's giving it all to the people who work there. So it's
whoa.
Really, yeah.
What do you think about this one, Pam? What do you think of Rob's Don Roberto's?
I love that you invested in your name.
I don't know. When I started my own tequila company, I wanted to take down The Rock. I did a movie with The Rock. I did a movie with him called Baywatch. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And he was about to, he was talking about launching a tequila company. So I figured I would beat him to it, and I launched my own called Don Roberto. So I'm coming for you, Rock.
Here I thought you were trying to just take down like George Clooney, but you're definitely trying to take down The Rock.
No, George Clooney is my best friend.
Mine too.
Rob just got a retroactive Oscar for his work in Descendants.
Retroactive Oscar. I did a movie with him a few years ago. No big deal. Again, I did Baywatch and also The Descendants. No big deal, guys.
I'm really confused because the person called the show and gave him an Oscar. I mean, again, it doesn't. We'll get into it after the show. But all right, yeah. So what's happening now?
All right, so now we're going to be adding 2 ounces of our tequila mezcal. I'm going to go for a mezcal because it's a little smokier. That's what I want in mine. And if you don't have a measuring device like I have, this is called a jigger. We measure our ingredients with it. It's a way that we make sure we have the right amount of ingredients. You can also use a tablespoon. I just like pointing this out to people in case you want to actually measure. Okay. Each tablespoon is a half an ounce.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, great.
So just good to know. But 2 ounces, however you feel fit to pour it. It could be eyeballing. It could be precise. Maybe you had a really hard day and you need like 3 ounces. I'm not here to judge.
Yeah, no judge.
Yeah,
we gotta get some bachelors on here to to meet you soon.
We're gonna once we make this, I think once we have our drink ready to go, we can go right into the game, right? I think we have them all ready. Yeah.
Say my disaster story, and then we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. But last step is just gonna be adding our grapefruit soda. That's it.
Okay.
And I like to say before we add the ice, do it just over the halfway line in your glass.
Okay.
And then we add ice. Add slowly because it can definitely fizz up and bubble up. So add each piece independently.
Black cherry.
And then you're ready to rock and roll and to have your Paloma.
I love it.
This is all I had in my house was black cherry sparkling water from Whole Foods.
Oh, that's great. You're doing a great job.
Basically, Rob is drinking tequila and black cherry soda with a little bit of cocaine and sugar on the rim, and that sounds good.
And some Raid bug spray.
Sounds like a drink order from lots of clients. I used to have it for some dive bars. So.
All right, so we have our drink now. Pam, tell us your story, and then we're going to introduce you to 3 amazing bachelors who will have their faces completely covered. You have to judge them simply by their personality. So, what is your terrible story?
Look, I'll make this so fast. I get on one of my FaceTime dates, again, early Zoom. This guy shows up. I'm like dressed kind of nice like this. He shows up in a tank top and sports shorts at his battle station. Obviously 3 screens in his bedroom. Wow. He won't shut up. He won't stop talking about his career, his apartment that he bought, the uplighting in his apartment, his cat that he brings on the screen, which was already like a red
If you
zone.
say uplighting, you should just be able to leave the Zoom immediately.
What is uplighting? What is that?
It's like when you put lights behind certain parts in your apartment, things like televisions, whatever, cool, but he was very fixated on this. So
wow.
The end of the story is that he drank 5 drinks in the time that I had a glass and a half of wine.
That just got...
Yeah.
5 drinks, holy shit. That made me laugh.
And then he proceeded to speak 85% of the time. And when I told him that I wanted to speak, he looked at me, he's like, I'm not done talking. And I said, well, you've been talking this whole time. And he goes, you're feisty, I like you. And it ended with
wow.
It ended with him telling me that he likes karaoke, and I said, I do too. He's like, I like Disney and musicals. I was like, oh, what are you, like someone who sings Les Mis or something? And he goes, hold on. And then he turns off the lights, turns on the uplighting, grabs his cat and the microphone, puts on Stars by Javert, and then serenades me for the next 3.5 minutes.
Oh,
and then
oh my God.
That sounds terrible.
And then he asked me the next day if he wanted to go on a date again because he had such a good time.
Of course, he didn't say anything. Like he just heard himself. All right, Rob, you want to take it away? And here we go. We'll get into this dating game here. We got 3 gentlemen for you. We know you. We've met you. We've heard. Look, you're catch, Pam. You have an amazing Instagram. You are always working. You are. I see that you also do yoga on there. 3 guys here that also know the bar has been set for them. They've been listening. They know what to do and what not to do. So hopefully they will learn a little bit, I hope.
The bar's been set because I have the bar at home.
Now, Paul, just to be clear, Pam, what part of the country are you in? You don't have to tell us your address, but...
I am in New York City.
Okay, so if there is a love connection, part of the deal is Paul and I have agreed to split the cost of your wedding. If one of these gentlemen turns out to be your husband, Paul and I will pay for the wedding. And
it's a year. You have a year to get married to this person. After a year, it's done. But if you do want to have a date with them, we will also pay you $15, which you can split on any sort of food that you want. So that's what you have. The date is 15. The marriage is a split cost, and we'll do it up. We'll do it. I mean, we'll do it nice.
So is this a challenge? Because I'm so here for this.
No pressure. No pressure at all. All these guys have been vetted. Is that right, Paul? Have you vetted these guys?
We have vetted these guys. They're from our Discord. They are single. They're all wearing masks. And they're ready for you. Yeah, well,
listen, I've been watching lots of Masked Singer, and so like I'm ready for this. So I'm kind of like.
All right, Rob, should we bring them in one at a time, or
let's. Why don't we take Pam out maybe and bring one guy in, and we'll say, "Welcome, Bachelor number 1." There he is, Bachelor number 1. Would you like to say hello to Pam?
Hello, Pam.
Oh God. Okay, let's see. And Bachelor number 1, tell us a little bit about yourself. What part of the country do you live in? What do you do?
Oh,
I don't want to give away too much of my personal information because of ongoing legal problems, but I love the ladies. I love women, and I can't get enough of them. I'm just so happy to be here.
This guy's going to be eliminated quick.
Let's meet Bachelor number 2. Let's meet Bachelor number 2. Bachelor number 2, wake up. Wake up, Bachelor number 2. Would you like to say hello to Pam and tell us, I think you might be muted. Tell us where do you live and what do you do for a living?
Hey, y'all. Hey, Paul, Rob, and hi, Pam. I live in Montreal, actually. I work in tech, and I'm just happy to be here.
Great. Sounds like a normal person. Okay, thanks, Bachelor number 2. Bachelor number 3, would you like to say hello to Pam?
Hello, Pam. I am in Minnesota, and I am a statistical geneticist.
Okay.
Wow, and he made a drink. Look at him. Bachelor number 3 made a drink. Okay, so let's bring Pam back in.
All right. Pam, I was nervous for you at first.
Pam, look, here's the good news. They cannot come through the computer screen. There's no way they can get you. There's no way they can hurt you. They can't find you. And some of them might be fine. I was a little bit worried. I don't want to editorialize, but number 1 seems a little suspicious to me. But
I'm pretty sure number 1's not Michael B. Jordan, so like I can
You never know. You never know. Michael B. Jordan has been hanging out in our Discord.
Okay, so Pam, do you have a question? And we'll if you give me a question, we'll go back and relay it to our bachelor.
Yeah, you know what but Rob, you know what, I can bring them all in if you want, and then we can kind of do all. Yeah, we can have us all on the screen. So here we go. There we go. And I'm just gonna. Yeah, there we are. Great.
You gotta give lots of kudos to Bachelor 3 for your mask. Like that's really incredible.
Yeah. Oh, Bachelor number 1's trying to come through the screen and get you.
Stop it's not working.
I already pairs from Donnie Darko, so like this is whole next level thing going on.
That's my favorite film.
I don't like any of this.
Okay.
Why?
All right, so let's go down the line. We'll start with Bachelor number 1. Bachelor number 1, if you took Pam on a in-person date, where 2 people meet up face to face and they actually meet and go somewhere, where would you like to take Pam on a date?
Do I have to wear my ankle bracelet?
Okay, this guy is not taking it seriously.
What do you mean? If I have to wear it, I can only go outside Mother's house.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Rob, should we just kill this guy immediately?
No, let's play along.
Okay.
No, Bachelor number 1. This is in a world where you do not have to wear your ankle bracelet.
Oh, God, the world I dream of. I suppose we would go to the Olive Garden. They do have unlimited breadsticks. It is a romantic atmosphere, and we could discuss all of the famous Italians who have killed people over the years.
So, like, here's the thing, I don't hate any of that idea because I love it. And I actually was one of the people who had that unlimited pasta pass for 3 months.
Oh, wonderful. Mother and I love that. We always split our zucchini fritters.
Rob, did we lose you for a second? Are you there? Oh, you're there. Okay, sorry.
I'm sorry. My cat is in the background. I know that offends you. I only have the one, but I do have an odd job taking care and getting rid of the other cats in the neighborhood. So don't worry. I understand what it's like to dispose of animals.
All right, let's mute Bachelor number 1, Paul. Let's mute Bachelor number 1, and let's go to Bachelor number 2. Bachelor number 2, if you wanted to take Pam on an in-person date, where would you like to go?
Well, I would take her to Parc Jarry, which is a park in our city, and it's nice, and it's wide open and lots of grass, and I'm really missing the outdoors right now. Is Rob okay? I think he's frozen.
I'm frozen. I'm frozen a lot when we pull a lot of people on the screen for some reason.
Are you on here? I can pull people. I can pull people off right now.
But the cold doesn't bother him anyways. You know?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, the cold doesn't bother me.
So a picnic, somewhere outdoors. It's
Great. Good answer. A picnic somewhere in Canada. Okay, and let's go to Bachelor number 3. Bachelor number 3, if you could take Pam on an in-person date, where would you like to take Pam, Bachelor number 3?
you've got to take care of winter, and you've got to like take advantage of it. I think I would do some snowshoeing or some cross country skiing. Get outside, uh, get hot.
Oh, nice.
I like what you said there. You said you have to take care of winter. I don't even know. It felt like a very poetic thing to say about approaching winter. Pam, what are you feeling right now with these contestants? You got a real gamut of people here.
Absolutely. So, like, listen, number one, that was just so strange coincidence. I really do love the Olive Garden. However, I'm also about people planning ahead of time. I really like intention. I think intention's very sexy. So, dates in parks, picnics, that's very up my alley. But I'm also a winter girl. I love winter a lot. So I love that idea too. I mean, these are cold weather. Most of them are cold weather people. You got Montreal and like Minnesota, So and wherever from.
Yeah. So some good options on the table here. We'll do one more round of questions before we eliminate one of them. So this will be kind of crucial. Do you want to ask a question, Pam, or you want me to throw something at him?
Oh, I'd love you to throw something at him.
Okay. Bachelor number one, he's petting a penis-shaped
it's a porg
toy.
A porg from the Rian Johnson directed Star Wars film, one of my favorites.
Okay. Well, it's also penis-shaped. Okay, Bachelor number one, tell Pam something you did in your life that you really wish you could change. You wish you could go back in time and change something that happened in your life.
Oh, I try to live my life with no regrets. But there was a time when I was vacationing at Walt Disney World, and I pushed my little brother out of the It's a Small World ride, and his body became entrenched in the gears. I did not regret it, but I do now. I love Walt Disney World, but it has tarnished the memory for me. And so I wish that I could change that and maybe have pushed him into a softer ride, like the Winnie the Pooh one, or perhaps the Indiana Jones ride, which has a lot of fun characters that could have leapt up and catch him. So I guess that.
So
yeah, good answer.
Yeah.
Go ahead there.
The only thing I'll say is the validity of that is really shoddy, considering that the Small World ride has water underneath it, so he would float and he would be able to swim and he wouldn't get entrenched in any of the gears. So you gotta do a little bit better.
Wow, Pam shutting it
between two of the animatronic doll children, and as they were sawing a log back in half,
can't reach the water gap between. I've been to Disney too many times, so. It's okay. It's very creative, though. I think if you had said it was Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, I would have believed it.
Wow. Pam just Disney'd you.
That's what.
All right, I pulled him out. For a second. Just for a second.
Pam, I'm surprised he didn't say, ooh, feisty. I like that. Okay, let's go to Bachelor number two, and we'll ask him the same question. Bachelor number two, if there's something, you could go back in time and change about yourself or about your life, what would that be?
Oh, wow. Yeah. I think there was one time during a summer break when I was with my brother and we were just walking back towards the house. And I told him, I'll race you, but I did not race him. I intentionally tripped him, just for a joke. But he fell really badly. And I still feel bad about it today. So, yeah, that's one thing.
Man, a lot of brother harm in this group.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go to Bachelor number three. Hopefully he didn't murder.
Wow, that one kind of took down Pam. I feel like Pam was like, yeah, there's not much.
I think that one was real. Yeah.
I definitely ate a whole slice of my brother's birthday cake before his birthday, and like when they opened the box for his birthday, it was like gone. Like part of it was gone, and I was like, oh shoot, I'm in trouble. Like that stuff that I did. I never tripped my family members.
Bachelor number three, same question. What would you like to go back in time and change in your life?
Well, I guess I have to stick on the brother thing. So my brother and I used to have a lawn business, and our very first yard that we were mowing, I stuck my hand underneath the lawnmower and I chopped off just the tips of my fingers.
Just a tip, just to see how it feels.
Just a tip to see how it feels. It didn't feel great, and it was very wet with blood. But
can I see your fingers? Is that true, or are you making this up?
Wow! Wow!
Awesome! What a great honest story. That's amazing.
So I have a butcher. I grew up going to like a traditional butcher, and you know you have a good butcher because Boris, his name, his hand looks like this because he definitely cut this off when slicing meat. So like that's like a real battle wound. That's
Wow. Okay. Great. All right. So Pam, this is the part of the show where you have to eliminate one contestant. Will it be Bachelor number 1, Bachelor number 2, or Bachelor number 3?
No, this is really hard. And I've been enjoying the support from everybody in the chat. I've been keeping up so I can read it. And you know, I'm not sure they're really split between the 3 of them, but I love the Olive Garden, but I'd rather go solo than go with Bachelor number 1. So I have to say sayonara to him.
See you later, Bachelor number 1.
Well, Bachelor 1, you can take off his mask now, right? We can meet Bachelor number 1. We can see, So let's bring Bachelor number 1 out here. Bachelor number 1, where are you? All right, hold on. There he is. Oh, let's bring him out. Yeah. Oh, let's say hi to you. Bachelor number 1, welcome.
Sorry it didn't work out. Sorry, I know that there's probably a lot of feelings you're going through right now.
Yeah, it's all right. I kind of set myself up for disappointment a little bit. I don't have a lot of luck with the ladies, but I do know they like the Olive Garden. And, you know, sometimes just being with your mom is okay.
Yeah, I agree with all of that, you know? I agree with all of it.
Well,
I mean, I came out of her, so being
goodbye. All right, so we did it.
I thought we were going to get some poetry at that point.
Paul, that was the best edit you've done in a long time. Okay.
You vetted everyone ahead of time, right?
We tried to. We tried to.
That's all right. So we're back to Bachelor number 2 and Bachelor number 3, who I gotta say,
I need more mezcal in this drink. Okay.
Yeah, it's starting to get interesting now. The show is starting to get interesting because we have a French Canadian. And we have a thoughtful, sensitive tech guy that sliced off his fingers with a lawnmower because he loved his brother so much. Okay, Paul, do you have a question for these guys?
Yeah, you know, this is a really interesting thing. I always feel like, you know, I want to hear one hot take from you both. So this is something that you may feel like maybe it's not a popular opinion, but something you feel strongly about. Like it could be something like, I never like mayonnaise, or you know what, Bridgerton sucks. Whatever it is, it's a hot take, something that's a little bit against the grain. What is a hot take?
Opinion, just a strong opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. Bachelor number 2, give us a strong opinion about something that you believe.
I'm really not loving people who say, "Oh, I'm stressed out during this pandemic. I'm really lonely," or whatever it is. You know, everyone's lonely, so you don't have to share it. You know, don't share the loneliness with everyone. I mean, what's up with that? That's it.
I like it. Like we're all in it together. Yeah. I do like what he's saying though. It's like we got it. It's like people who just say like you know, it's a non-starter what you're saying. It's like, yes, we get it. Like, let's go deeper. Say like, oh, I almost killed myself the other day. It would be more acceptable than just a general, I'm lonely. That's what you want. You want to go deeper.
And to put this in context, I don't mean to speak for him, but I think he means in the dating world, you know, don't bring that out when you're a single person. You know, he's not talking about, you know, COVID people. I think he's talking about like, you know,
in general.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
People.
Not, yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. That's great.
Okay. And Bachelor number 3, what's your hot take on anything at all?
I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna go strong on this and say fruit is no good. It sucks. All fruit.
Wow.
All fruit sucks. By the way, that's a hot take. I like it. That's spicy.
Look at Bachelor number 2. Bachelor number 2 is flaunting his 10 fully formed fingers.
Wow.
No, that's
Wow.
that's not what I meant. Okay.
Wait,
I got it.
all fruit? Like not even like every kind of fruit? Everything. Like all fruit?
Bananas, avocado. That's it.
Wow.
Wow. Bananas and avocado stave
what
off
mushy
being.
things- Do you have like issues with your teeth sensitivity? Like, is that like dentures you working with? Like, what's
They just don't taste right. It's very confusing.
But what is your favorite food? I want to talk like, well, what, like, let's just, because we are in this thing and we want to make sure that you have a palate. What is like, what if you could have your final meal, what would it be? Like, what's one of your favorite foods?
Favorite fruit or food?
Food. Sorry, food.
Food. Okay. I think any sort of vegetable, like asparagus, and I'm vegetarian, so I like to make like fake meats and stuff. So I make
Okay. All right, but this is good. That means that you're eating vegetables. You're just not eating fruit. That opens it up a little bit, right? It doesn't totally close you down, I don't think. What do you think, Pam?
you know, it's a lot to think about. If you're a vegetarian, you're taking out a whole category. So really, all you're eating is like tofu and vegetables, maybe some rice.
Yeah, I mean, there's Impossible Burgers, and yeah, it's tricky. All right, so she's looking at the long term, like what's going out to dinner with this guy going to be like on a weekly basis.
Can I say something on behalf of Bachelor number 3? And I'm not trying to make a joke, Bachelor number 3. Please don't take offense to this. But Pam, have you thought about the fact that with Bachelor number 3, because he has no fingertips, he can do any sort of crime that he wants? You know what I mean? Like he can go and commit any crime because he has no fingerprints, at least with one hand. Is that correct?
Yeah, listen, so that's something I really crossed my mind in the beginning. And I was like, I want to go on heists with my lover. Like, that's a really, really big part of my life. And I have all these things that I want to steal. I don't have a Met membership just because I like looking at art. I like looking at the fine jewelry to figure out how I can someday steal it. So,
okay. All right. I like this. All right.
I only open doors with my 2 fingertips. So I do that just in case.
Yeah. Wow. It's really selfless of you. I appreciate that.
All right, Rob, what do you think?
Well, we got to, I think we got to do one more question, and then we will let Pam make her decision. Pam, do you have a question, or do you want me to give him one?
Man, I didn't even think about prepping a question. Okay. It's the end of the world tomorrow. Who are the 3 people you're going to call and why? You only get 3 phone calls.
I love this. The last 3 phone calls.
Ending. Yeah, the world is ending. Okay, Bachelor number 2. Who are the 3 people you'd call?
So the 3 people would be you, Pam, to basically join me, because it's gonna be everyone's last moments, on this planet, basically.
Okay.
The second would be my parents. Can it be both of my parents, just to say goodbye?
Sure. I mean, that takes 2 spots. So.
Oh wow, okay. That's it. All right. Wow, that's
it. Is that it?
Yeah.
I want to point out.
It's not a 2-for-1. It's kind of like the who's in your 5, and your parents don't get to take one slot of the 5.
Wow, you're gonna make somebody pick. Okay, that's Okay, that's tricky. All right, that's yeah. When I talk to my parents, my dad and my stepmom, they get on the phone at the same time. So can we hear your third just for the hell of it? Although we know that you've already picked it. Yeah.
The third would be my brother to say sorry that I tripped him that summer day. Tripped him up. Sorry, dude.
Wow. I will say that you can still see Bachelor number 3 is flaunting his fully formed fingers when he, every time he does this, he's doing that. Okay, Bachelor number 3. Who are the 3 people that you would call when the world is ending?
Yeah, it's tough whenever you can't have your parents, but it's easy for me. I'm just going to choose my mom there. Sorry, Dad. I'm going to choose my brother as another one because he has my fingertips in a jar, and I have to make sure that he gives them back before we.
What?
Was he looking at some fairy situation? Is there like a secret fairy?
Yeah.
That's a different body
This
part.
drink may be too strong because I cannot believe anything that is going on right now. This is really hitting me out of the field. All right. Wow. Does he really have your fingertips? No.
No, he doesn't. He did find a whole fingernail though. That was strange.
Ooh.
Wow.
My third one would be my brother passing it to his daughter because she's my favorite in the world. So.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God. His adorable niece, Pam. He likes kids, Pam. Okay. So we've got a lot of great information here. We've gotten to know these guys pretty well. We know that bachelor number 2 is French Canadian. He values his parents, his brother. I forgot what he does for a living.
He works in tech.
In tech, yes. And obviously speaks a couple of languages, at least. In Canada, I'm sure they speak like 4 or 5 languages. And I don't think, Pam, I don't, again, because it's COVID, you can figure in Canada, I don't even think they have COVID in Canada. I'm not sure. We could look into that.
They're keeping it out. Yeah, they're keeping it out.
They kept it out. Bachelor number 3, a lot of people in the chat really love him. He's a sensitive guy. He's missing 4 or 5 fingers. We don't know how many fingertips.
Tips, just the tips.
Yeah.
Which maybe in a sexual way is very exciting too. Just putting it out there. Like let's like use our minds, and what can you do with the tips? We got it. Let's see.
Well, I don't even know where you're going with that. I would say that he's capable to take Pam on exciting bank heists, jewelry store heists, because he cannot be traced. But anyway, okay. So Pam, so a lot of thinking here. Let us know who you want to eliminate, and thus who you were going to go on a date with.
This is really hard. We have 2 very fine eligible bachelors. Both for taking the time to put yourself out there like this. Thank you for sharing so much of yourself. Thank you for showing us the lack of limbs. And Paul and Rob, this is tough. I think when it comes down to it, I have to think really long term about what I'm really looking for in a partner. I work with beverage and booze. I like someone who also likes to drink. I need someone who also likes all flavors and all everything. And holding glassware can be hard, and so with sometimes lack of limbs, that can maybe get difficult.
Wow! A little discrimination on 3.
3.
3 is gone.
I really like a charcuterie plate, and
I love Pam's honesty. I love it, honesty. Bachelor 3, take off that mask. Let's see who you are. Hey, what's going on? Hey. Look at this. We got attractive guys here. This is great. Bachelor number 3.
Honestly, very attractive. Hello.
Oh, thank you.
What's your name? You don't have to tell us, but what is your name?
I'm Brandon. Hi.
Brandon, people are telling you to hit them up in their DMs. And there was one question that people wanted to know. Explain your job a little bit, because it sounded amazingly complex.
I'm a statistical geneticist, so I research psychiatric diseases and the genetics behind those.
Oh, wow. All right. Interesting.
That's what I used to do. That's what I did too. I did that.
I remember that. Yeah, I saw that in your IMDb. So.
Yeah, I think there's a phone call about it.
But yeah.
All right, well.
I was very split, and my friend Erica's definitely watching and was like, go with the Midwestern boy. But listen, I grew up in Ohio, so I feel very kindred spirit to anyone who's from the Midwest, and you are lovely. So.
Well, Pam says to you, Bachelor 3, goodbye. All right, there we are. We are now down.
Bachelor number 2, you are the winner. And now, Bachelor number 2, Paul, do you want to explain how this works? We give them a $15
$15 gift card to DoorDash, which you can split equally, or however you see fit. One could get 10, one could get 5, and then you can go out on a date on us, a Zoom date. Now, here's the thing. We don't like to force a date. You can follow Pam on Instagram. She's at Pam Wiz, right, like her name says on the screen there, and she's always doing great stuff there. And if we feel like there's a connection here, Bachelor number 2, you could hit her up on Instagram, and you can see we could see if there's a connection. If she doesn't write you back, there was no connection, and we'll just give Pam the $15 gift card. That's it, and she gets to eat a nice meal.
We will tell you, Bachelor number 2, if you decide to propose marriage, and Pam accepts your proposal
within a year,
on her own accord, no tricks or threats or like that, Paul and I will pay for your wedding. So that's the great.
That is the thing.
A limit up to $5 million on the wedding.
Yeah, only 5 million. So there we go.
That's very generous.
All right, so let's reveal your face, bachelor number 2. Let's reveal who we got. All right, bachelor number 2. I like your costume. Oh wow.
I like the Daft Punkness of them. So
I'm so nervous right now.
Whoa. Look at this guy. I like it.
Yes.
Hey, what a nice looking guy. I love it. I love it. What's your name, sir?
Hey, I'm Thomas.
Welcome,
I'm based in
Thomas.
Montreal.
Thomas, you're in Montreal, which is not too far from New York. In the grand scheme of things. And this is a great little, a great meeting. Pam, you are an amazing guest. People are loving your drink. People are loving your truthfulness. And bachelor number 2, we'll see if there's a love connection. We'll find up. We'll follow up with you. We'll see if you guys go out on a date. You don't have to. Anything else, Rob, that we should add before, what do you think? Anything?
No, I just want to say I'm going to up my limit on the wedding. I will up it to $10 million. The budget. If you want to get married after, but you only have a year.
Right.
Paul and I will pay for the wedding.
You have to be married by February 11th, 2022. That's what we say. You can't budget. $10 million budget.
$10 million wedding.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So there you go.
Right, Thomas, right?
Pam, it was so great to meet you. Not meet you. It was so great to talk to you again. And thank you for this amazing drink that you made. People love you in the chat. And follow Pam because she's always doing great stuff on Instagram. And we'll hopefully have you back. We'll do another fun thing with you. It'd be great. And Thomas, lovely to meet you as well, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye to you both. I'm going to take them both out. Here we go. All right, there. Bye, Pam. Bye. Follow Pam Wiz on Instagram. Wow, that was a tricky one. Pam was a great catch, but yeah, wow, I was getting nervous there in a moment there.
Yeah, that was really fun. I feel like my internet is fucked up whenever I get a lot of. I'll address it offline. Yeah. Oh man, a lot of T's in the chat, Paul. There are a lot of T's.
The T's and there's P's. People are here not for us. People are here for Pam. People are here for Carl. I will say that people thought that Pam and Carl should do a date together. I have to say,
yes, that would be great.
I would love to see that. I would also say this.
I bet you she left our show and went over to Tea with Tea on Tea.
I'm sure she did, or she came there afterwards. Like, are we like the Carson Daly to like the whatever like we're the late night show? Man, this is the worst.
She's on Tea with Tea right now. We gotta bring on Julian.
Yeah, this is great. Another blast from the past. This is welcome to our friend Julian Velard. Welcome to the show. Our first musical guest. You might know Julian. We know Julian from back in New York, but Julian is a fantastic musician who, if you don't know him already, you're going to become a big fan of him. You have, I don't know. I was saying to you today when we were checking some stuff, I was going back and listening to some of the stuff, and we've known each other for such a long time. And I feel like every one of your albums is just kind of stellar. Like you've never really had like that bad album. In putting your stuff out, it's
really like, it's done a lot for me, Paul. I'm in a basement in St. Louis. All that genius work. No, I isn't that the idea, right? I mean, you guys are great at what you do. I mean, I'm not saying I'm as good as you, but I try,
But Julian, how did you get from New York? Because when we were hanging out with you, that was back in New York. How did you get from New York to St. Louis?
Well, Rob, I was in New York until September. And now I live in St. Louis.
Wow.
My wife is from St. Louis. We had a second kid. I don't know if you knew, but last year was a little bit crazy for some people.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah. This is interesting because you make your money touring around doing, you play clubs, you do release albums, you're out performing, and that has kind of been suffering a lot in this time. So much so that you've been doing a lot of cool stuff online. And as a matter of fact, tonight you're launching your Twitch channel where you're going to be doing some really great stuff. And we'll kind of talk about that a little bit. but people in the chat are already saying that they recognize you from the Howard Stern show, which I totally forgot is a great credit. You created like one of the best songs of all time from Howard Stern.
That's right. I actually did it. I was on today. I know you do it a bunch now too. I mean, or you have always done it. It's they actually played that clip of the song, and I'm kind of, it's like one of those things I'm embarrassed because I think I sang it at like 7:30 like 9 in the morning or something. Yeah. But it's like, that's like my claim to fame is that I wrote a song about a homeless woman.
It was the woman who she was very famous. I mean, I don't want to make you do it, but what was her whole thing?
I can do it.
You want to do it?
Do it.
All right, do it. This is a great song. If you know Howard Stern,
this is not. I just want to say this is. I did not write these lyrics.
Okay.
What is it as a? Oh, let's see. There it is. I think I'm gonna have to. What is it? La kunte koude, ziade, shire kunte. La kunte koude, ziade, flore flon. La kunte koude, ziade, hire kunte. La kunte koude, ziade, flore flon. Tick 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 bouda tous. Pienta tula tu. Tick 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 bouda tous. I think I'm in the wrong key. Tick 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 bouda tous, like it really matters. Pienta tula tu. You drop that pula tunda poos.
And
La
this
kunte
is
koude, ziade, fire kunte. I mean, you get the idea.
Yeah, you took a clip that was like a viral clip on YouTube and you made it a musical extravaganza. And I know that you now have been home, like Rob and I. You're a dad, and it's tough to be a parent in the pandemic because you can't be as selfish as you want. You have to get out of bed. You can't be as depressed as every day has to start and end, and you have responsibilities.
It's a big deal because musicians, like, we have to be depressed for our inspiration. You guys are the same way. You live off the pain, right?
For sure. But how do you I don't know how old your kids are. Has that changed your music? Like, I know because I have a 4-year-old. And my world is all Disney princesses and, all of that all day long.
I've started pitching on those shows. I'm trying to get on the gold mine of the Kids Rush to write songs for them. A bunch of my buddies do. I write. I've written a bunch of songs that are influenced or sort of inspired by the situations, mainly economic, that my children have put me in. Which are great for us, but I think they're not going to appreciate it as they get older. So yeah, that's my pivot. Is like they're like songs complaining about the fact that I have kids. Again, it's kind of a weird dynamic. I'm not sure.
Can we hear one of these sad dad songs?
Yeah, exactly right. Sad dad, my really sad hashtag that no one cares about. Except what you do. I'm glad someone does.
Yeah.
No, I have a song. Here we go. This is something from the new record about when my wife told me she was pregnant with our second kid, and it's called "I Can't Believe You're Pregnant." (Parentheses again).
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put you in the big one here.
I can't believe you're pregnant again. I didn't think life could get better, and then God blessed us twice. Jesus Christ, amen. I can't believe you're pregnant again. I'm not crying, these are tears of joy. Don't matter to me if it's a girl or a boy. The apartment's a mess, nothing left to destroy. I can't believe you're pregnant again. Let's spend it all on childcare till one of us becomes a millionaire. Maybe then we'll have a couple more. Why stop at 2 when we can have 4? Just because we're broke don't mean I'm cheap. When you're already drowning, it don't matter how deep. At the end of the day, it's only sleep. I can't believe you're pregnant again. Aww. Truth be told, I was good with one. I thought my days of diapers were done. But married people can still have sex, and this is one of the side effects. I shouldn't be surprised by the situation. A new child is cause for celebration. So here's to you successfully tracking ovulation, and here's to me finding my zen. I can't believe you're pregnant again.
Oh man, that is great.
Yes.
Love that.
And what's great about that too is that it puts all of the responsibility on your wife.
Yeah, as it as it should be. I mean, he's right. It's not my. What did I do? What did I do?
I can't believe you're pregnant again. How did you do that again?
I totally support this decision that you made. We're gonna bring you back out in a little bit, but I know that tomorrow you have a cover dropping, and tell us a little bit about this, and we'll hear one more, and then
I just decided I don't know about you guys. I'm in my 40s now. You guys look young, but I'm in my 40s.
Young. I'm super young.
He's like, so Rob's young. 22 and I'm 25. So this is
amazing. Yeah. It is really amazing because you look younger than when we met 5 years ago. I decided I'm just gonna make a bunch of modern covers and do them in the way that I would do them, really as like a sad quest for relevance, but it also just gives me something to do. So I'm releasing all these modern songs of bands that I basically hadn't even heard of until I started searching Spotify, and I'm putting out a cover of a Post Malone song tomorrow, which is going to be interesting.
Nice.
Can you play that, or do you want to save it for tomorrow?
Oh, I mean, tomorrow, I guess, I don't know, save it for what? For them, they're gonna be on Spotify? No, I'll play it for you. I mean, it's not it's no big whatever. What is it? I mean, it's weird because it's not much of. Here, hold on. Is it? Let me get a piano for that. It's very I don't want to diss Post Malone, but it's not much of a song. Is that a terrible thing for you to say?
All right, so let's hear. Yeah, so I guess maybe by slowing it down or by. Yeah, we'll see. We'll chat
right,
about
it. Paul, that's essentially what I'm doing. I'm just turning them all into ballads. Oh, 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 oh. We couldn't turn around till we were upside down. I'll be the bad guy now, but no, I ain't too proud. I couldn't be there, even when I tried. You don't believe it. We do this every time. Seasons change and our love went cold. Feed the flame 'cause we can't let it go. Run away, but we're running in circles. Run away, I dare you to do something. I'm waiting on you again, so I don't take the blame. Run away, but we're running in circles. Run away. I don't feel comfortable singing the next verse because he talks about sex and stuff.
Okay.
It's awkward. It's awkward, as an identity. What am I like? Who am I having sex with?
You're only comfortable singing songs about after someone has had sex and they've become pregnant. That makes sense.
I'm a consequence. It's that's what being adult is. It's about what happens after the event.
That makes sense.
I love this. We're going to do a thing with you at the end of the show as we kind of lead you into your own channel here. But we're going to do a little bit of a piano bar.
To be clear, his Twitch channel is a real channel that he's launching tonight.
Yes. This is not a bit.
I've never done Twitch before. Paul has talked me into it. I mean, I'm a Facebook man. I'm a Facebook man. All the way through. But tonight's gonna be my first Twitch event, so we'll do that. We'll talk about it.
You follow him, and he'll be on there tonight, right out, kind of taking away from our show into that, and he'll be doing a little bit of a piano bar. One of your albums is called "Don't Ask Me to Play Piano Man," right?
It's called "Please Don't Make Me Play Piano Man." I've pretty much the pandemic has made me. I used to complain about I'll do whatever the fuck people want me to do. It's I'm desperate for work, so please just request Billy Joel. I'll play it all. I don't.
Okay, so we'll come back. We'll check in with you in a couple more minutes. Okay, we have a special guest coming up in just a second. All right, so Julian, we'll see you in a few. I'm gonna pull you out right now. I love him.
Man, that's a great idea for a Twitch channel, and I don't know that much about Twitch, but that's a great, just a fucking request a song and he'll just play any song.
We were talking about it, and he was he can basically create that atmosphere of going out at night. So I'm excited. His voice is so good. and his songs are funny, and they're funny, but they're also like really good songs as well. So we will go check in with him in a little bit. But we actually have a guest coming up, and again, I know we don't like to get political on this show. Like that's something that we don't like to do. But because we've gotten so political lately, we've gotten a lot of outreach from different people to talk about their books and their things. And so in a couple of minutes, we're going to have this man, Lincoln Danforth.
We got to balance it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to balance it out, I think, because you and I obviously come at things from, we live in Hollywood. We care about equality and justice, social justice.
Yeah,
and,
environmental justice.
I don't want to talk down to people on the right. So we should have someone on, and they can explain to us, their take on the new president.
Exactly. And we also have Andy Daly coming up on the show as well. So Andy will be here as well. And then we'll get all of them on there. But before they do, because we're still waiting for them to show up, I just wanted to check in with you. Valentine's Day is coming up. We just did this Valentine's Day dating show.
Yeah.
How do you do Valentine's Day in the pandemic, Rob? What do you got planned?
I am very lucky that my wife kind of poo-poos Valentine's Day.
Oh,
and
nice.
The other good thing is that we just had our anniversary on your birthday.
I know, yeah.
So
you feel like you can scoot away from it.
So to a degree, I think I can kind of get away. Like my wife doesn't like, roses or candy or any of that bullshit, So I think I can give her a card and maybe try to get her pregnant again, and then
that would be great. That would be great. I like that you're doing that right now. Like you're trying to get it like that pregnancy in toward the tail end of the pandemic.
Every Valentine's, that's what I try to do is get my wife pregnant.
I will tell you, I love my wife very, very much, and we're about ready to separate for work.
You said that the wrong way. It didn't sound right when you said it.
I love my wife. I love my. I love my. Oh wait, I can't say it. I love my wife very much.
Yeah.
And I find that sometimes like what I get for her, sometimes I get her very practical things, and sometimes I get her like something that's a little bit more romantic. And I got her a gift that I just gave to her earlier, so I can reveal it. And it was received very well. And this is how I know that I've been married for too long. I gave her a really nice tea kettle because she's really been wanting to have tea. And I was like, and I was like,
practical. She loves it. I'm sure she loves it.
It was like, that was the moment. I was like, oh, we've been together for 15 years. When on Valentine's Day, you could be like, here's a tea kettle. There's nothing really truly romantic about it besides the fact that I knew that she really desperately wanted one. And so much so that I knew it so ahead of time that this week when she was complaining about it, like, oh, why don't we have tea? That I was able to bring it downstairs and give her a tea kettle. I gave it an early one.
Did you say like that corny joke of like, hey, I hope this doesn't get me in hot water?
Fuck. Shit, no, I did not. Did I fuck that up?
You fucked up.
Oh, man. Oh, okay. Well, Rob, actually, our guest has arrived here.
Oh, boy.
All right. So, So like I said, we have to give time to the right, especially after the last couple of weeks. And so this gentleman, I think you'll know him. He is, you may or may not know. His name is Lincoln Danforth, and I have his whole bio here. He is the Assistant Administrator for Solid Waste and Emergency Response at the EPA, and he is the author of Farmer Refuted, which is an insider's account of the Biden White House. Wow, he's only been in office for about 2 weeks. Okay, it's supposed to be an explosive behind-the-scenes tell-all book, kind of like Omarosa's book, or John Bolton's book. You remember that? So this is actually kind of interesting.
There's already an insider's book about Biden.
I guess we're gonna find out. So please welcome Lincoln Danforth. Here he is. Hi, Lincoln. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you great. Yeah.
Oh, very good. This is new for me, but this is exciting. I'm very happy to be here. Yes, my book is out. It's out already. I wanted to be the first one out of the gate. There were so many kind of explosive tell-alls from inside the Trump White House, all this palace intrigue that everyone on the left was so excited to read. And I thought, well, there's going to be just as many in the Biden White House. And so I've just had my little spies out there finding out everything I can about life in the Oval Office. And so, yeah, my book is out.
But technically, he is. I mean, as of Friday, it was the first 2 weeks ended on Friday, so we're not even at week 3 yet. I mean how much is this cover of his presidency? This book.
So that I'm able to add to it. It's an ebook.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So I'm able to add to it anytime I want.
Oh.
It technically publishes today. You can get a hard copy of it. They sent me a box full of them, and I was annoyed because to tell you the truth, it was supposed to be written by anonymous, but the person I'm working with just forgot.
Oh wow!
So I'm expecting to take a lot of heat.
Yeah, because you're still in the White House, right?
Well, I don't go to the White House. Like I work at the EPA. Almost no one ever goes to the actual White House.
Oh,
is that true? I didn't know that.
Yeah, almost no. You never hear about anybody. Very few people. I have some sources in the White House. I have some sources very well placed in the White House who are telling me these things. But as far as me personally getting in there, no, that's not.
Okay, so you have not been in the White House, and can you just kind of go over your job again? Because I know I said it, but it's you're the head of solid waste management at the EPA.
Not exactly. Well, let me say first, I was hired by Trump administration, and I was burrowed into the bureaucracy as something that happens in D.C. It's very hard to fire me. It would be almost impossible to fire me. But my job is I am the assistant administrator for solid waste and emergency response at the Environmental Protection Agency.
Okay, so
I have a question about that, Paul, because when I hear the term solid waste, I'm sorry to be crude, but I'm imagining, and I don't think it is that. Is solid waste? Is it poop? Is that what we're talking about?
Solid waste is anything that gets thrown out that is a solid of any kind.
Okay.
But
okay.
My office does specifically deal with it, to use your term, poop, because that is part of solid waste. Yeah. And there are different assistant administrators all throughout. Some people who work with food waste and some people who work with plastics and whatever. And it just happens that my office is I am dealing with specifically poop emergencies.
Wait, what kind of? I mean, I don't want to make it so scatological.
Yeah, we're getting off topic.
But what is the poop emergency? Like, what we have?
This is my job, gentlemen.
Okay,
I'm very happy to talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, great. Yeah. Like, what is a poop emergency?
Too much poop is a big one.
Like in a city or like per person? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I don't know that it gets granular down to the per person point, but what will happen is we'll get an emergency message from a municipality, and a lot of the time we've got a code. It's code 533, which we just know means there's too much poop in their sewage system, and then we just have to get on it, and we get on a video call, and we have a very detailed conversation about exactly how much of it they're seeing and what can be done.
Wow, I did not know.
Sometimes it's about diverting it to another municipality, and then you're on the horn to the next town over. Can you handle some of this?
You're just bringing it over to other counties, like you're just.
Well, I read about this. Don't they take it? I don't know how it works in every different municipality, but sometimes do they take it on a helicopter? Is that true? Do they ferry it over to the next town on a helicopter?
Yeah. They load it into these sort of, if you ever see a helicopter flying with what look like giant kind of tube-shaped, you might think they're traveling with pipes or something like that.
Yeah.
That's closed on both ends, and it's just the overflow of solid human waste.
It just seems ridiculously expensive to ferry poop. I mean, again, but we're not here to talk about poop.
Paul, did you ever see, and we're not here to talk about poop, but Paul, did you ever see the movie Money Train?
Wesley Snipes.
Subway that carries money. There's also, correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Danforth, but isn't there also a subway train that is just filled with poop that carries poop under New York City?
Well, I'm not actually authorized to confirm nor deny that. But I was going to say it's really more like Dumbo Drop than it is.
Wait, you just
train.
Wait, so you're just from the helicopter just dropping it from the sky?
Yeah. Whoa, of course. God. They're expecting it usually. The destination city.
What is the destination? Is it people's houses? Is it a lake? Where is it going?
Yeah, a lake, a body of water, something like that, or a mountain, or
So all right, we're getting off topic. Let's get into
I do want to ask one more. I do want to ask one more question because I know that. And this is going back to Trump, and I know he's not our president anymore, but he did say he really ran, and we talked about this with another one of our guests a couple of weeks ago. He ran on the idea that toilets weren't flushing properly enough. Was this part of this? I mean, he was talking about maybe a charge per person on how much a house can poop. I know you said it doesn't get granular, but that would never be a thing that your administration would do, like start charging houses per poundage.
I was originally brought in specifically to make that policy a reality, and we just never we couldn't get our arms around it. To be perfectly honest with you,
that's a tricky one.
We couldn't figure that out. We let the president down, but in the meantime, we've doing great work diverting.
Poop.
Just poop.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, you have the book. You have the book, and that's what I think we should be here talking about because this book is
let's talk about the book. I just have. Can I just ask one more question about this, Paul?
Yeah, sure.
Because my daughter, I have a 4-year-old, Mr. Danforth, and yesterday, I don't know if you have kids, but some kids hold it for a long time, and then she finally pooped on the potty, but it was substantial, and I don't want to get graphic, but
sure.
it was, and it ended up being this kind of a situation where I kind of had to put on a glove and like kind of break it up so it could go down gradually. Wow. And I'm wondering, is that something that I could have just called you or emailed you guys, and you guys could have come over and dealt with that, so I wouldn't have had to put my hand in my daughter's poop?
You definitely could have. You would have been taking sort of a roundabout route, just because we're a federal agency, and we would have referred you down the chain to sort of your state agency.
Sure.
Down to the county level, and it would have come down to whatever city. So you
so you're more the federal level, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
At that point, I would say you're better off just putting on the glove as you did. I think you made the exact right call. Yeah. And I'm sorry that happened to you.
Sorry about all this poop talk, guys.
Yeah, sorry, but
Lincoln Danforth wouldn't know this, but one time we had another guest named Jason Mantzoukas on the show, and we talked about breast milk for a long time, and it was not a popular. It was not a popular
people were
topic.
upset about that. But you're here because you wrote a book about Joe Biden.
Because Jason Mantzoukas was saying that he likes to drink breast milk, and I said that's gross.
Yeah, it is. I mean, again, we don't need to bring that up. All right,
so you know that every mammal has breast milk. Every mammal on the planet. So
I didn't know that.
Why are we only drinking cow milk when we could be getting milk from dolphins?
There's a lot of reasons. We're not going to get milk from. We're not getting milk from dolphins. Thank you.
Have you ever tried dolphin milk?
No, and I didn't know. They had nipples. I did not know that. I don't even understand how that would work, but they do.
Yeah,
they do,
and it's really good. It's really good.
Where are you getting dolphin milk from?
It's a little salty. I work at the Environmental Protection Agency, so we have access to marine life, as much as we want.
Okay,
Paul, you're getting way wrapped around the.
I know.
Stuff. Why don't you get into?
All right, so Paul. Farmer Refuted, which is an insider's account to the Biden White House. We've already established you have never been in the White House, and but you have yours.
No, I never said that. I took a trip there with my mom when I was in the 5th grade, and we took the tour.
Okay, sure,
but
you
haven't
been.
I never said I was never in the White House.
Okay,
go ahead.
Okay, yeah, so you haven't been in the Biden White House.
That's true.
Okay,
that's true.
All right, yeah.
Paul, I want to say, and then I want to get back. I do want to get into the book. When I was young. True story. I went to the Jimmy Carter White House for an Easter egg hunt when I was like, about like 8 years old or something like that. Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Let's keep going. All
right. Well, again, you can write a book about that. So Biden's only really been in the House, the White House, for only a couple of weeks. But like, what is going on there? I mean, it seems to be a very normal presidency so far.
Yeah, well, okay. That's why people need to read my book, because this is going to be very explosive. I have a lot of scoops and a lot of reporting in there, that stuff that is not getting out there. There's an enormous amount going on behind the scenes, and people are being very tight-lipped now, except for my sources have, confided in me a number of kind of eye-popping incidents that I think are really going to amaze some people. everything from apparently the very first meeting that Joe Biden had with his nominee for Attorney General, with Merrick Garland. Merrick Garland was shown into the White House, into the Oval Office.
Okay.
There are other people in the Oval Office.
Yes.
Okay. So and I've spoken to 3 different witnesses. I have one of them on the record saying that they saw this happen. So Merrick Garland is on his way into the Oval Office, and Joe Biden pauses for a moment before he stands up from behind the Resolute desk.
Okay.
And the reason for it is that evidently he had taken off, he had slipped off his shoes under the desk. And so he needed just an extra moment to get his shoes on before standing up to greet Merrick Garland. And, you know, the people that I talked to are just, this is unprecedented. I mean, it's
that's it.
Sorry, what was it? He had to stop to put his shoes on before he went to greet Merrick Garland.
It's very well described in the book. This is a whole chapter of the book, that there's a timing that I think we all understand, that someone's coming in the room and you're going to stand up to greet them, and that happens pretty quickly. But this was a moment of delay, and why isn't he standing up? And the reason is that he's having to, because he had taken off his shoes. And this is the Resolute desk in the Oval Office that has been there from the time of Lincoln, and here he is taking off his shoes.
But he didn't do anything to the Resolute desk. I mean, he didn't do anything to the Resolute desk.
Well, he was sitting he was sitting in a chair at the desk.
Okay, so that people in the chat people are saying here, this changes everything. This is not my president. We're seeing a lot of QAnon logos popping up here.
And let me just drill down on this a little bit, because I'm trying to figure out what you are upset about. So you're upset that Biden had the audacity to take off his shoes in the Oval Office? Is that what it is?
It's not just me. I mean, everybody that I'm talking to about this is just saying, this is unbelievable. It's unprecedented. It's just not behavior that we're used to seeing from the chief executive there in the White House. I mean, this is the guy who is he is the commander in chief of our military, and there are times during business hours he doesn't have his shoes on.
Right, but okay, and you said this is a whole chapter. How?
Well, this is all to qualify this. This is an ebook. Okay, we keep talking about this, and I'm not trying to minimize things, but this is an ebook, Paul. So
people are saying they're calling him shoeless Joe Biden. People are calling him, this is Sockgate. And by the way, was he wearing socks? I guess maybe, or shoeing on? Yeah.
He did have socks on. Yes.
Okay, so he was wearing socks, shoeing on. Whoever in the comments said shoeing on, that is funny. We'll send them some money later. But
shoeing on. But listen. I mean, if that's already spinning your brain, this one. This is exclusive. This is in my book and nowhere else.
Okay.
The president had his first phone call with Boris Johnson, Prime Minister of England.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now at some point in the call,
Boris
Johnson says something about being knackered. He says, I'm a bit knackered, apparently. Okay.
Yeah.
And now the call proceeded, and they talked about all the things that they were sort of, expecting to talk about and everything that was on the agenda. The end of the call, and there's other people in the room. Lots of people listen in on these official phone calls. Biden hangs up the phone, and he said to everyone in the room, wait a minute, what does knackered mean again? And someone in the room said, it means tired. And he said, oh, that's funny. I thought he was saying that he was a little drunk. And they laughed. There was a big laugh in the room. And, it turns out that the call ended up being fine. But that confusion could have led to an international incident.
Wait. So he just said, he was confused at what knackered meant. He thought it was tired, but he meant he was a little drunk.
No. The opposite. He was just tired. He was just tired. And Biden thought, and actually when you said that, I was trying to think in my mind, what does that, because British people do have all sorts of fucked up ways of talking, and which I don't agree with. And I was thinking, what does knackered mean? Does that mean drunk? So I was thinking that too. But you're saying, Lincoln, that it could have led, how would that have led to, we're not going to attack England because the prime minister's drunk? Is that what you're suggesting?
Well, what if first of all, let me say that it's one thing for you to be confused about the meaning of knackered. You're not the president of the United States sitting on a nuclear arsenal. This is a guy who needed reminding at the end of this phone call. Wait a minute, what does that piece of British slang mean? Now imagine for a moment if he had said something to Boris Johnson back to him like, what are you drinking during the day? And now, I mean, this could have been. Now, as it happens, he didn't say anything. He just sort of he let it go and moved on to the next.
So you're like, I guess we're upset because he doesn't know British slang. Again, it seems a little,
I mean, this is the president.
Lincoln. Just for just a second. Do you know every bit of British slang? Like if you're talking to a person in England and they say, "Oh, may I have a biscuit?" Do you know what that means?
I assume that they're asking for a biscuit, but the point.
A biscuit is a cookie. It's a cookie.
But Rob, don't attack Lincoln. Lincoln's not the president. I guess that's what I think I'm understanding here.
I'm not trying to be the leader of the free world.
Yeah.
And these phone calls are, I mean, they're vetted. The agendas are vetted. They're national security people listening in. I mean, this is not just a casual conversation. This is important stuff. Another thing came up on a call with Justin Trudeau.
Yeah.
Where Joe Biden told Justin Trudeau a story about his father, the late Pierre Trudeau, that Justin didn't know, and it was just a little story about how his father had competed in a judo competition. It was very proud of his trophy, and Justin said, thank you for sharing that with me. I did not know that my father had, and I'll look for it among his possessions. And but I mean, stuff like this, like going completely off the script.
This is, I mean, it doesn't seem. Look, he's only been there for a short period of time. I don't know if this seems.
Can I ask? Has the book already come out? Like, is it selling? I mean,
it's available. Sure. I think it's going to be huge.
Well, can I ask about the title? The title is interesting. It says "Farmer Refuted," and I know that Joe Biden's not a farmer. But what Farmer Refuted? Well, you remember John Bolton had his explosive tell-all about the Trump White House. That was called "In the Room Where It Happened," right?
Which is, or just "The Room Where It Happened," that's the title of a song from Hamilton,
right?
And and that sold very well. And I thought, well, I'd like to do that too. And I was just sort of thinking about the songs from Hamilton, and one of my favorites is "Farmer Refuted." Which do you know that?
I've seen Hamilton 3 times. I don't know.
I don't even understand how you are. I don't get the logic there at all.
So you just took. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
John Bolton wrote a what? Don't you understand?
Yeah, we understand. Yes.
I understand. I understand. Song from Hamilton, and I thought. But I also want to have a successful book.
You can't just name. Why don't you name the book Hamilton?
Well, no, don't name the book about Biden Hamilton. Okay, this is not
Alexander Hamilton.
Okay, this is not. That's not the way Farmer Refuted.
I just know what I think it is, Paul.
But that's a great song. Do you know that song?
No, I don't know that song. I don't even know how it goes. No, I don't.
It's right before.
Wait, he's gonna sing it. He's gonna sing it.
Where he says, "Heed not the rabble who scream revolution. They have not your interests at heart," and that's the farmer. And then Alexander Hamilton is there, and he's sort of counterpointing him. And it's sort of like they're having a debate about whether to have this revolution.
It's not even a title of a song. It's just a lyric in the song.
No, I believe that is the title. I think that's the track.
Lincoln, have you even seen Hamilton?
No, I'm not going to see that. I mean, that's kind of liberal entertainment. I don't like the way they treated Mike Pence when he went to see it.
You know what? This is all right. Lincoln, look, I wish you all the best with this book. I feel like, maybe we should check in with you.
Can I tell you something else? Can I tell you some? Sure. There's been some real friction in the White House right now. I don't know if people even know this. I don't even know if there's any awareness out there, but there are 2 dogs in the White House now, and one of them, Champ, is 14 years old, and the other one, Major, is only a year and a half. And from what I understand, Major is bringing a lot of this kind of puppy energy, and Champ doesn't want anything to do with it. And so there's a great deal of friction there right now, and it's like
but that's normal.
Gunpowder. It's to the point where members of the staff, members of the White House,
powder.
Thank you, powder. members of the White House staff are picking up dog toys, to keep Major entertained. To sort of.
What's wrong about that? What's wrong about that?
Well, I mean, this is the White House, and you don't want to have this kind of fighting going on.
That's a lot of hearsay. This is a lot of basic stuff.
Like all of a sudden, everything is back to like we didn't just fucking live through the most insane period where the country was almost destroyed, and now it's like, oh, the dogs aren't getting along.
The chat is thrilled. The chat is thrilled to have him here, though. The chat's eating it up. This is what people want. They want the gossip.
I don't care about our chat. Our chat is a bunch of right-wing ding-dongs.
Oh man.
Lincoln, let me ask you this, Lincoln. Is there a poop situation with Champ and Major where you think you could handle that? Like if the dogs, the White House dogs, suddenly got like diarrhea, would that be something more in your wheelhouse where you think you could handle that?
It's actually a great question, because one of the things that we do, in addition to sort of coordinating the national response to solid waste emergencies, is on federal property. We have jurisdiction over federal property. The White House is federal property. Any kind of to use your word again, poop-related emergency that was to occur at the White House would be in our purview, and I would not be at all surprised with two. I mean, these are German Shepherds. That's a big dog. I would not be at all surprised if they did find themselves in a position where they needed to call up our office, and I don't know if I would go over there. I don't know if I would feel safe.
You know what, Lincoln? This is not.
It's chaotic over there.
I don't feel like your book has that much merit, and we do have to make room for. We have a guest coming up. We have Andy Daly, a hilarious comedian, who has a great podcast called Bananas for Bonanza, or not Bonan. I can't. Bananas for Bonanza.
It's a terrible name. You complained about the name of my book, the name of that podcast.
You can't even say the name of that.
I tripped up on it. It is a great podcast that you should be listening to, but we have to bring him on the show. So and
check out my book wherever it is that ebooks are available.
Well, they're available online. Yeah, no, that's
online.
You don't even know. You don't even know.
Presumably online.
You can get it online. It's called Farmer Refuted, an insider's account of the Biden White House, and it's going to really
we know. Well, hopefully we'll bring you back on, and you can maybe there's some real stuff we could talk about.
I don't know. I've had a few drinks. We had a woman on showing us how to make drinks earlier, Lincoln, and I've had a few, so I can tell you that I didn't really like this segment at all.
All right. Well, let's let him go. Let's let him go. Thank you, Lincoln. Thank you, Lincoln.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Paul,
yeah.
Paul, we have to talk about this shit, man.
I really struck out.
It's impossible to bring guys like that on and just let them run wild and not challenge them. And we have to challenge that.
Well, you got caught up in the poop stuff. I was trying to break into the other stuff. You were so obsessed with the poop. I feel like I
was reading the chat. By the way, I made a big mistake. I want to go back in the dating game, like I said, if you could go back in time and change one thing in your life, I would change the fact that I attacked the chat. I said that they're a bunch of right-wing ding-dongs, and right away I saw 10 million T's.
People were, we've lost the chat today. They've got the T's, we got the P's.
I think I've offended the chat, and I apologize for that.
Boy, oh boy. Well, Rob, I think the only way to kind of take us home here, we're going to bring back Julian. Julian, so sorry we kept you waiting there. But I think, look, we just got hammered by the right-wing media. People are upset. And I think the only way to kind of make it better tonight is to go out and celebrate what you got going on here. Julian is launching his Twitch channel tonight. And I wanted to do something. We wanted to do something kind of fun, like kind of a how would you describe it, Julian? How do you want to treat this? Like,
I mean, I was just, I definitely agree with you, Paul. Like, we need a bit of a palate cleanser, and this is my first time watching the show, and you guys do a great job. But like, it did get a little aggressive there.
Yeah, it got a little aggressive.
And I don't know what the vibe was.
Yeah, that was my fault.
But no, it's not so much you. It's just I'm not going to. I was more interested in the waste conversation, and I felt like you got really off track.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I mean, he was there to talk about the book. He was. That was not about the waste. Yeah. Anyway,
I agree with Julian. I agree with Julian that people are somehow curious about what comes out of their bodies, and we'll do a whole other show.
We'll get into it. But Julian, we are going to kind of pass the show to you here, and kind of treat this like a little bit like a piano piano bar. So hang out here with us. We're not ending the show, but we are kind of throwing over to you, and maybe we'll get you started, and then kind of get you the floor a little bit more.
Yeah, I think I'm live on my Twitch too. I'm all up. But this has been really fun, and thanks for sharing your time on the internet with me, guys.
Yeah, of course.
Well, let me ask the chat. What do they want to hear?
Yeah, you tell us a song.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I'll play a song. What do you want to hear? What do you guys want to hear? Is there anything you want to hear?
Oh man, we can pick any song we want.
I mean, not any song. I know like 900 songs.
All right.
Oh no, there's so many people in the chat saying piano man. There's so much piano man. Don't play it. Don't play it.
No.
It's so many trolls.
It's too much.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
All right. What about this? People are giving a lot of like, "I'm Still Standing," "Tiger Rag," "Farmer." Oh, dude, you know what you should do? Can you play your Hamilton song?
I can try it. Yeah, I haven't played it in probably 3 years, but let's do it. Why not?
All right, this is a great.
It happen.
All right, let's see if this works.
It's just me being really upset that I didn't write Hamilton. Basically. Hold on. Here we go. Give me a second. I gotta pull up a chart.
All right.
So
and then we'll take some of your suggestions.
Paul, are we gonna suggest that people follow Julian into his Twitch show?
He's gonna play here for a couple minutes, and then we're gonna raid him, and then he's gonna go kind of seamlessly over there. So we'll get him started, and then kick him over. But we can kind of jump off whenever. I don't want to. I know Rob, we have our baby duties to do, but
I have to spank my baby.
Yeah. All right. Do you have a little bit? Hear a little bit of this Hamilton song.
I think I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
All right.
Let's see. Hamilton anymore.
Oh man, I love it. People are going crazy for it. I'll give you people are loving it in the chat. Rob, I don't want to keep you if you have to jump, but I can do a couple more with Julian here before we send you over to his.
Julian, thanks so much, dude. I'm gonna go spank my baby. I'm so psyched to see you, dude, and psyched for your new Twitch channel. They're all gonna jump in there, I think, and request stuff.
Yeah, well, we're raging in a second.
I should plug Paul that I'm doing the George Lucas Talk Show.
Oh yeah,
this Sunday on Valentine's Day at 5 PST.
And that's Planet Scum Live at Planet Scum Live. Yeah. Check it out, and we'll make sure. Maybe we'll even we'll bump it up on ours on this channel here, and make sure that everyone knows. We'll make sure it gets out there.
All right. See you
All right.
Thanks, Julian.
Awesome. Bye, Rob.
You're the best, man. Big love.
All right. So Julian, we got a lot of people with a lot of requests coming in here. We have all right. Let's see. Let's get some new ones in here, and I'll give you some more. All right. What do we have? Any suggestions? Because I looked here. I have to go back. People were just talking about how good.
I know they're just going nuts. The chat on your show, they're like not very communicative. They just sort of yell in it's like in the ether. It's not like they're just going like constantly.
You got to follow.
Good for you guys.
All right. Virtual Insanity. Someone asked about that Jamiroquai song, "Careless Whisper."
I don't know.
Head like a
Careless
hole.
Whisper we can do. Careless Whisper is
okay.
That's Head like a hole might be a bit of a stretch.
Okay.
I could probably do Head like. Let's do Careless Whisper. That's easy.
All right.
Virtual Insanity I can do, but I'll do that next or what.
All right. Here we go.
So I know more than 900 songs. The problem is, Paul, I used to do this. Like this is kind of how I paid the bills, and I haven't done it for a year. So it's a little bit of a.
You're getting back
I'm
into
not
it.
My A game is like I used to be.
I love it. Well,
you're still great at comedy, though.
Look, we're doing this show. This is it. This is my only outlet at this point.
Yeah, I know, right? Here, what is it? Hold on. Yeah. Actually, it's funny. I learned this for the show, for Brandon's show at UCB.
Oh, yeah.
When you first saw me.
Brandon
I had to play
Johnson.
this. Time can never mend to the heart of whispers of a good friend to the heart of mine. Ignorance is kind. There's no comfort in the truth. Pain is all you find. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet, I've got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend, I know you're not a fool. I should have known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Oh. I think I played the first lick first. Let me get to the good part.
Yeah.
Tonight we're gonna lose this crowd. Something down. We wanna say we could have done. We wanna say we could have been so good together. We could have lived this dance forever, but no one's gonna stay with me. Please stay. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet, I've got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend, I know you're not a fool. I should have known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Oh, this song's high.
I love it though. All right, how about this? We'll do a couple of them. We'll do like, can you do Kiss from a Rose, that Seal song?
Yeah, I can do Kiss from a Rose.
All right, let's see what we
pretty
got
good.
here.
You guys, maybe I've just clocked like the basicness of everybody that I can kind of BS all these songs now. You know?
Yeah, just give us a taste of it. I've always felt that karaoke should be a minute and a half.
Oh God,
never more than a minute and a half.
So look, I think that's an excellent thing, and I think if you want to open a like 90-second karaoke, that's the name of the bar that we could open in LA. Like literally, that's the rules. I'll make more money playing piano. Everyone will have a better time. You're like, great, you sound terrible. Next, please.
Boom. Keep it going. That's what we want. We want to give me the one part that I know of the song and go. Yeah, exactly.
Let's see.
All right, here we go.
Yeah da 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 da. There used to be a gray tower alone on the sea. You became the light on the dark side of me, but love remains the dark. That's the high, not the bill. But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light in your shine can be seen? What a weird song. Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, strange how it feels, yeah. And now that your roses are in bloom, the night it's the boom. There we go. And then
that's like, all off the top of your head. This is amazing. I love it so much.
Kind of, right? And then what's the second bit of it? With
Baby,
they're like, what is it? I've been kissed by a rose on the grave. I've been kissed by a rose. I've been kissed by a rose. It's actually kind of cool, that song.
I like it. As you sing it, I'm really hearing the lyrics. Someone's brought up Danger Zone. Do you know that one, Danger Zone?
I don't. I'm actually like woefully not connected to the Kenny Loggins catalog. Like, I love it and appreciate it, but see, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna miss a bunch.
No, of course. Fleetwood Mac, Dreams. I'm reading a bunch.
Come on, yeah, of course.
Right,
can I? The thing is, can we get the video? Can I do it while the guy from the video is doing it? Right. Oh, I need to up a look. Here we go. Now there you go again. I have to get the lyrics up for this one, right? This is like, because I'll mess them up, and the lyrics in the whole thing. Right, almost there.
People are in. No, we're in bated breath. We love it.
I'm sure they're there. Right. Now here you go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play it how you feel it. But listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. And the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had and what you lost. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. They say women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know.
Oh, I love it.
That's the tune.
I love it. All right. So, Julian, I'm going to start to send people over to you, and then you don't have to do anything here because you're going to be playing. But do you know any Fiona Apple or anything from Grease 2?
I can do Extraordinary Machine.
Oh, I'm here for that. At the end of Extraordinary Machine, we're rating you, or we can even rate you in the center of it. Here we go. I love this.
All right. I can do. Let's get Extraordinary Machine going. That I can do. Grease 2. What songs are in Grease 2?
I mean, that's a hard one. I don't even know.
Michelle, is there any standout? Like, is it a Michelle Pfeiffer song?
I don't know. I think I'm writing. I'm going to raid you in a second. Here, we're going to raid you, and here we go. So stay tuned.
Here we go. I'm live on Twitch. Paul, this has been a blast, and thank you so much.
You're the best. I love you. I'm going to be watching to watch this Fiona Apple song. Here we go. We're done.
There we go.